Hello, Live 2D artists, riggers, modelers, how are you? How's your rig today? My name is Olina and I wouldn't want to share a tip I found out last night. I think it's important to make a note of it. Okay. And if you in the future you feel it's helpful, I'm gonna happy about it. Okay. The main thing before I explain everything, the main thing is I want to make sure we call this the same thing. Um, we call it the two sections physics, and I don't know what you call that in English, but I maybe you call it the two parameter physics. Maybe, it gave us a really little cute shake of it, and so I will call it the two-section physics in this video, okay? So the thing is, the main issue I encountered was usually we make a hair or ear has two-section physics and then we do the head angles. However, in my case, because the ear, like this ear, it changes a lot. The shape and the position changes way too much, and I have to do the two-section physics after I finish the head angle. So, but in that case, if I do head angles and then applied two-section physics, as you can see in some position, it will, for example, in this end corner, the two-section physics makes the ear deforms way too much. For example, in this case, the original position, the ear is this long, but in certain after it shake, it kind of like way too long. That's not right. We needed the two-section physics align this line. Okay, so that's the main issue. And then I want to modify it. It sounds like I have to have individual two-section physics for this each 9 key forms of head, and it will be a lot of work, and I also didn't know how to achieve that. However, I found out a little solution. I'll show you in a minute. I will explain this video in 3 parts. The first part I will explain what is these pink things are. The second part, I will do the traditional two-section physics here and then apply the head angle. And the third part, I will do the head angle here first and then apply the two-section physics and how I solve the problem, okay? So the very first part, this pink thing is just a little grid. You can draw it in Photoshop or anywhere else. I just use that, put it under the warp deformer so that I can see how the warp deformer work after like it's just easier to see. Okay, it does. I will not include this pink grid at the final model, and to make sure you can use it as the visual helper. Make sure you give it enough dimension. Okay, you can do whatever you want. Okay, just to make sure when you do the deformer, you can have it easier to see how your deformer work. Okay, and then the second part is that I have here is the first here. Okay, here is the first. Wait, what? Uh-oh. It's gonna freeze? Okay. Okay, it's just a little slow. Since I re-record it for several times, so I guess it's gonna scary. Anyway, save it often. So here is the the second part. Okay, I have this traditional way. I have this for the first parameter band, and then the second parameter band. Okay, and then after we combined, we got a really little cute nice shake. And and then usually we do two section physics, and we apply the head angle x angle y deform, for example. So in that case, no matter how we deform it, our two section physics can work pretty well. Okay, stay for example like here. Okay, we can have a nice, no matter how we deform it. However, in my case, let me see. Okay. Oh, by the way, I just make a ear placeholder, and then I align the two section physics deformer to it so that it's easier to reflect the shape. Okay, so we will put it back later. Okay, so here is the thing. So how I solve it, if you have to do the head corner first and then apply the two section physics later, okay, above it. Okay, so here make sure your two section physics warp deformer is in the root, like a root deformer. Okay, and then we do this, and you do the first section, and then sorry, let me open this. You do the first section, and then you do the second section, and after combine, you like this way. And oh, by the way, the section I made was like this much. This is like a first section bend, and then the second section is about here. Okay, and so after you finish, you grab it back. I remember it was 30, and put it back. Like approximately, I can turn this off. Turn the placeholder off. Okay, and then in this case, we need to apply it on the each nine keyforms. So I make the keyforms and angle X to align it. This is about the same, and you don't have to change it. And then angle Y. Okay, and angle Y. It's when it's about the same. Anyway. Okay. All right. Okay. And then don't forget the four corners. And here, for example, it's just way too small, and then the ear shape becomes so small, and then I don't think you can apply this area, the shape well. So I scale it down. Make sure. See, it's although we don't apply it yet, but you can see it will shake this tip. Okay, and then where it was, let me okay, here, and then like here, keep align it here. Big ear, cute ear, and then here. All right, so okay, and after you finish that, make sure we have it everywhere. Okay, we put this set, like a two section physics set, into my ear, and make sure everything about this ear, as you can see, it already make the head corners. Also, I remember we have the cover of the front ear. Okay, make sure you are in the default value, and we put inside the two-section physics. Okay, I don't know if I keep saying two-section physics or two-section deformers. If you have any question, you can question me in the comments. Okay, so after you put it back in, everything should be done. Let's see. So we have a two-section physics here. We have two-section physics here. I think it worked really well. Two-section physics here. Okay, and this is the tip I want to share to you. Okay, so I hope if you encounter the same situation I have, I hope this helps. Oh, and by the way, of course, turn it off. And I will mute those colors later, but I don't want to do it now. I want to keep this tutorial as short as possible. So right now in each head angle, angle XY, angle XY, 9 keyforms, I already got a really nice two-section physics. Okay, all right, that's it. And then if you think this tutorial is helpful, please share it. Or if you would like to support me, I have my Easy Pay. You can tip me with your credit card. I think if you have I think it has the English version if you click it from foreigner. Okay, thank you very much to check this out, and I hope it helps you someday. Okay, happy rigging. Bye.